Hey y'all, Bridget Chandler here from Athens State University, and I'm working today on working through Module 1 in CE 540, Organization and Coordination of Career and Technical Education. So I wanted to take just a couple of minutes to walk through Module 1 with you guys, just so that hopefully I could help explain any questions that you might would have, and then kind of look for any kinks as I'm going through it with you guys. So in Blackboard, you will notice on the left-hand side that you have course links, and you should now see the link for modules, assignments, and discussion forum kind of in the middle of the list of tools. So if you will click on modules, when you're there, you will see Module 1, and the name of Module 1 is Structure. Module 1 is worth a total of 200 points, and all of this is written on the outside of the folder for you. Just a little overview: Career and Technical Education is structured from a national, state, and regional, and then local level. So you can think about how Career and Technical Education is set up. For me, it's easier to think kind of top down of how we decide what our programs are. So it goes from the national, state, regional, like workforce development regions, and then local levels, which would be your LEAs, and then some who work in consortiums. So like some LEAs work with their neighboring LEA or with their community college to offer a broader area of services to the students there. Next part is Career and Technical Education is often used as an umbrella term for adult ed, post-secondary level CTE, secondary CTE, workforce development, and specific workforce training. So I had mentioned in another video to you guys that when we talk sometimes about career and technical education, we're actually talking about very, very broad in the sense of the term. And so here that's what we would be saying, is that the term can be used more of an umbrella term for all those areas. The essential questions for this particular module are: what is CTE and how is CTE organized? So what is career and technical education, and then how is it organized? And the other question is, how are workforce development, CTE, in the more narrow sense, adult ed, and training programs connected? The objectives are tied back to, the course objectives tied to this module are for you to assess the foundation and scope of CTE and workforce education, and then compare and contrast the mission and delivery of secondary or post-secondary, adult ed, and workforce training programs. Within this module, you're going to find required materials, those things that you will need to read in order to address the essential questions, and then also complete assignments in this module. And then I've added a couple of supplemental materials. They're all linked within the folder. And then within this module, you have 2 items to complete, because as I mentioned, Module 1 is worth 200 points. So your discussion forum is actually worth 100 points. In this particular course, the discussion forum is going to be much more involved maybe than in some others, and then you will not see a reflective piece in this particular course. Again, this is based on the content of the courses. So your discussion forum is worth 100 points, and the assignment one is also worth 100 points for this one. So once you click on Module 1, it takes you inside the folder, and you will see a list at the top from required materials, and these can be articles, videos, readings, and other links. The very first thing I have linked for you is the History of CTE video. This is a great little video overview of the history of career and technical education. So start there. If perchance, when you click on it, I'm going to click just to see, this one does load the video for me, which is good. I'll see if I can not make you guys too dizzy. So this is Gary Moore going over the history of CTE. So I really like this video as a way to hear and see about it. It's only 4 minutes long, and then of course you may see some other ones. In my YouTube, it pulls up related videos, so there's all kinds of related videos if you want to click. Again, that would be supplemental for you. But he just gives a great history. Okay, I'm going to close that now. All right, the next couple of things linked for you are articles. Now, I'm going to go ahead. Like I said, I'm working through this as I'm trying to orient a little bit. So mine are not highlighted in blue, and it gives me the warning when I click on it that it needs to open in a new window. So then it's in blue, and I can click, and it takes me to the article, except for it took me back to my video. Oh, okay, and then below the video, there are the specific articles and the different time frames of the CTE and the history of CTE. So it may work best for you in Blackboard to copy the link that is given for an article and then paste that into your browser. So if Blackboard works best for you that way, then do that. If you can't, just click on the link and it pull it up for you. So you'll see several articles there for you to read, and then there's supplemental materials. Then there's a link to Assignment 1. When you click on Assignment 1, you'll see it should take you to assignments, the assignments folder. And Assignment 1 is an essay worth 100 points, and your charge is, after reading the provided materials and utilizing other materials of your own finding, so you're not limited to just what I have posted for you, respond to the essential questions in writing. So you will respond to those questions. What is CTE and how is CTE organized, for 50 points? And then for 50 additional points, how are workforce development, CTE, adult education, and other training programs connected? So those are those essential questions again. And you will submit this response saved as a PDF or Word document here in Blackboard by clicking on the link. And the only other notes I provide for you is the essay should be no more than 5 double-spaced pages, typed pages. It should be written in your own words, narrative style writing, and provide references as appropriate. So this is not a formal type paper. This is more of an essay, as if you were explaining this to me or to your peers or other people. So that's your first assignment for this course. So if we go back into the module, because I went ahead and clicked on the link, so that's where you can see it, and then you will also submit it there. But if we go back in the module and you scroll down, you will see a sign-up list for Discussion Forum 1. Discussion Forum 1 is worth 100 points. You're to review the list of articles that are here, and then on the sign-up list, once you click on it, you should be able to add your name and the article you have chosen to summarize. So if you want to go and look at the directions before you choose your article, you can do that, but just make sure that you have signed up for a particular article before you start on Discussion Forum 1, because only one article may be used by each person in our class. There's 14 articles listed, and we don't have more than 14 in the class. So what you're asked to do is to go and read the article in the discussion forum. So I'll click on down there. But anyway, so there's your list of articles, and that's your sign-up list. The list will be open from today through Sunday at 5 p.m. for you to sign up for which article you would like to do in the discussion forum. When you click on Discussion Forum 1, it will take you to the discussion board section. You may click there and scroll down, and you'll see the directions for you. Use the link within Module 1 to sign up for a specific article to read and summarize for your peers. Go to, and it has the link to read the article that you choose. Click here, which is Discussion Forum 1, to create a new thread and post your written summary. Be sure to list which article you chose. Do not post as an attachment. So make sure you write out your summary so that we're not having to click on the links and open the attachments to read that. You can earn up to 75 points for writing a concise summary of the article. A concise, clearly written summary. You will get your additional 25 points after you have commented on at least 2 other summaries that were done by your peers. And these should be thoughtful comments on the summaries written by your peers. There are acceptable and unacceptable examples within the discussion forum. When you first click there, if you scroll down, you can see what's an acceptable discussion board post, what's an acceptable response to someone else's post, just some examples there. And I have a little video that I recorded last semester on how discussion board works for that and why those examples are given for you. But the key here is that you're going to post a summary of an article that you read and earn up to 75 points. The additional 25 points will come from you commenting on those posts done by your peers. So you choose an article and then you go in and write about it in your discussion board. After you've completed that, you can then go to module 2, or you can go back out of the module from there. You'll also see that I added in the tools links on your main screen in Blackboard that I did add a link to go directly to the assignments so that you can go outside the module and do whatever work you need to do, and then you can quickly go back to assignments, or you can go back through the module to get to there. So there's 2 ways for you to get to that assignment link. The same with discussion. All right, so that's the summary of Module 1 and what the expectations are for Module 1. If you have any questions whatsoever, don't hesitate to email me. I'm not sure when we're going to be back in the office. I'm kidding. I think that Athens State will be open tomorrow, which will be Thursday, January the 18th. We are projected to have warmer weather, so I hope that we will all be back in our normal place of work and back to a regular schedule at that time. And until then, you all stay safe and stay warm. Thanks so much. Bye.